Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So in this video,
Y'all, watch this video and tell me what y'all think should happen to somebody like him, because I got my own thoughts. Let me know what y'all think.
Yeah, chocolate.
Here.
What?
Here. Sit down right there. Here. Bye. Bye your nana. I'm leaving. Call your mom. You got your mom?
Yeah.
Who's that?
No,
Who's nana?
that's Nana.
Call mom.
Mama.
Bye.
Bye. What are you doing? How? What are you doing? You can't leave. No. Oh my God! No. I want to go.
So yeah, tell me what y'all think. His information has not been revealed yet. We do not know who he is. He has not come forward. Nobody has come forward with his information, but what do y'all think about this? After that whole Jamal White situation, we do not play about these babies. Like, we cannot play about these babies, because if he really left him on that porch like that at 11 p.m. and was about to proceed to drive off, he needs to be under the jail, right? With some razors and some alcohol. That's all I'm gonna say.
now I went through the comment section and I was trying to figure out what was going on, because honestly, this is not the first time I've seen something like this. Okay, I've seen people in real life do this, especially amongst co-parents, right? When there's a bit of a tension between the parents, or the parents are not getting along too well, right? And it's time for the kids to be sent to the other parent's house, especially amongst the men. What they do is they get to the door, they ring the doorbell. By the time you get down to come and collect your kids, he's already in the car driving off. So when I first saw the video, I was like, this could be one of those ones, which is not right. It shouldn't be like that. Okay. But they do it. I wasn't prepared for what I found out in the comments. The truth of the matter is I couldn't find original content, but somebody was leaving comments in the comment section saying that the lady works a night shift, but for whatever reason, he decided to leave that child at the door at 11 at night because he doesn't care. Okay, fine. You got to the door, right? Maybe you didn't know that the lady is at work, which I doubt, but benefit of the doubt. You didn't know the lady is at work. You went there, or you got the timing wrong. You went there to leave the child. Told the boy to call the mom. And then after that, when you started leaving, the little boy started following, asking, where are you going? Because obviously, even him, a 4 or 5 or 6-year-old little boy, knows that you're being foolish for leaving him at the door. Okay? He knows that it's nighttime and he can't be alone by himself. So you, the one that he depends on for protection and security, he's like, why are you leaving me here? Where are you going? And he's like, go back, go and sit at the porch and wait for your mom. Are you serious with an iPad? In this day and age when there's kidnapping, okay? When kids are getting missing left, right, center, you decide that at 11 p.m. was the right time for you to go and leave the child at the door of his mother's house because you don't care. Somebody in the comment section said how they feel about the mother of their children is how they treat the children. It makes a lot of sense. Somebody also said that the hate he has for the mom is way above the love he has for his own child. Yeah. And this is what is going on here. Because for most of them, if you're no longer benefiting them, if you're no longer doing the things that they require of you, right? Anything that has to do with you, they don't put any value on. They forget that the son or the child came from them. But because the child didn't lie in their body and they didn't give birth to that child, they do not care. So if you're treating your own son like this outside in public for the whole world to see, then how are you treating him in private?
Hey, y'all seen the video about the sperm donor that dropped his young child back to the baby mother's house at 11 o'clock p.m. and left him on the doorstep when no one was home? He literally told that baby to call his mama and proceeded to get in his car. You could hear the baby running behind him crying, saying, "No, don't leave." And that was the most heartbreaking thing ever. I can only imagine how scared that baby was. Little boy don't look like he could have been no more than 5 or 6. And I really hope the mother filed child endangerment and child abandonment charges on him, because that's as trifling as it fucking gets. And then the minute she doesn't allow her child to go around or she puts him on child support, I can guarantee that same man would paint her as bitter to the world. But you ain't gonna tell the world you just did some trifling shit like this though. I'ma just say it like this. If a man doesn't want to be a father, don't try to make him be a father. Yes, he does have obligations to that child, but however, when you try to make somebody do something they don't want to do, you put your child in harm's way. Because between this and this Jamal White situation, I don't put shit past nobody.
Bro, watching that video of that man leave his son on the porch late at night, I think it was like 11 p.m. at night, that was disgusting. Like, who is this man? We need to find this man. Y'all need to reveal him to the world and show his page, show everything, because that was just child neglect. That was disgusting. I couldn't believe I was watching that. It really hurt my heart. Like, I almost started crying. Like, you can clearly see the man leave the kid on the porch and say, "Call your mom," and give him an iPad. And then literally leaves the kid, walks down the steps, get in his car. The kid is screaming, "No, no, no." And you can hear the kid crying on the camera on the front door of the mom. Well, he didn't even know it was home or not. Just leave the kid there? Are you serious? What kind of father is that? What was so important that you had to leave your kid? And then the kid ran to the car and crying, like, "No, you can't leave," like crying, "Dad, Dad." And he did not even get out the car. He was so ready to pull off. I can't. Disgusting.
On today's cabrón of the day, we have this guy. So this guy went to drop off his son at his baby mama house around midnight, but he didn't want to deal with her, so he didn't knock or call. He left this little sweet baby boy who looks to be 3 or 4 years old on the stairs and just walked away. And as he walked away, his son said, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" Imagine hearing that. Like, imagine hearing that. My heart broke when I heard this boy say that, okay? Me, as a parent, I would take a life, or I would give my life for my child, because they're everything to me. But this cabrón right here, mierda de un hombre, didn't care about his son. You know why? Because he's a narcissist, and all he cares about is himself. So now TikTok needs to do their job and find him, okay? And his baby mama knows who he is, so I don't know why she hasn't gone to the police station to file child endangerment or child abandonment charges, but I hope that she really does, and I hope he never gets to see his son without supervised visitations. If it was up to me, you would never get to see your son, cabrón. TikTok, do what you need to do, because this guy don't deserve nothing but the misfortune that he has coming to him.
See, this is why y'all ladies gotta be very selective of who y'all have kids with. Mind you, it is night outside. This is why we gotta be so careful and cautious of who we have children with, because this man literally did not give a care about that little boy. To leave your own seed on a porch, not knowing who was around, somebody could have easily went and took that little boy. And for you to tell him to go back on the porch and sit there and wait for your mom to come, and it's dark outside and he was only about 6 years old, yeah, some of y'all don't need to be parents. This really went to show how this man really felt about his baby mama. Not only did he not give a care in the world about his baby mama, he didn't give a care about his son. Y'all know a lot of these men gonna only treat your children the way that they feel about y'all. If they don't like you, trust and believe they not gonna like that child either. Y'all need to start being very selective of who y'all have kids with.
Dads be like, "Son, you know I wasn't in your life because your mom's crazy. Son, you know I never sent you nothing for your birthday or Christmas because your mom's crazy. Son, I never went to your graduation because your mom's crazy." And sons be like, "Bruh, shut the fuck up with that. Cause moms was here. Moms was here for every birthday. Moms was here for every holiday. Moms was here for every parent-teacher conference. Where was you at? Where was you at? Because while you was out, me and Moms was here. Moms was here, so don't say nothing about how Mom was crazy, because she was here the whole time. She was here the whole time while you wasn't. That's how the conversation's gonna go. So for you deadbeat dads out there, before you start blaming the mom and she's there, you better come up with a better ass excuse for why you wasn't.
Right. Another reason why, just pull out, right? Buy the plan B. So watch the video of a guy with his son, right? And he's on an iPad, whatever. They're at the door. I'm assuming it's the door of the little boy's mother house, right? Boom. So he sets him up with the iPad and he like tells him to sit between like the front door and the screen door. And then he walks down the stairs, gets in his car. And then the little boy realizes like, oh, you're pulling off. So then the little boy follows him downstairs and, goes to the passenger side. And he's like, what's going on? So then the father's telling him, oh, yeah, go back upstairs. So he has a temper tantrum or whatever. He's gonna have a fit or whatever. And I'm just like, you're leaving your son outside. The mother don't even know. The mother hasn't yet to come to the door. Why are you trying to leave your son outside? Dark. Anything can happen when you drive off. And then people asking me, oh yeah, when are you having kids? What? You can't be serious. Another reason why, just pull out, right? Buy the plan B.
Yeah, not all men are worthy of becoming parents. So be very picky with the kind of man you lie down to have a child with if you decide to have children. Be very, very picky with them. Be selfish with it. Don't play about that. Don't feel like you're doing too much when it comes to that, because you're going to regret it. That's all I'm saying. You're going to regret it. A man who would pleasure himself and go to sleep is a red flag. He's selfish. A man who is inconsiderate of your feelings, of your safety, a man who doesn't put you first when it comes to certain things. Let's say you're traveling, you need to stop, rest, walk around a bit. He doesn't do it because, let's get to the destination first. All right. There's food in the house. You wake up the next day. He wakes up very early, go get that food for himself. He doesn't want to cook. He doesn't want to clean. He doesn't want to clean up after himself. Those type of men, they don't deserve children. Any selfish man, any guy who shows you that he can be very selfish, don't give them children. Because you are the one who is going to suffer, unless you want to be a single mom or you're going to be a single parent, right? And you're okay with that, then that's fine. But if you want to do this parenting thing with this type of men, be prepared. They are not emotionally available. They are not emotionally intelligent. They are not going to impart anything positive into those children's lives. They are going to teach them how to be selfish if there's anything at all to teach, okay, from them. They don't deserve children. They don't deserve a lineage. They don't deserve it. So don't give it to them. Don't give it. And I'm not blaming the women in this situation, because I know there are the men who can fake everything until you are in the middle of the situation with them. They know how to fake being in love with you, they will cook, they will do everything. But the moment they have the child with you, that's when you see the different side of them. Okay? So yeah. That is also very true. So all I'm going to say is be very, very picky and selective with the kind of men you decide to have children with, okay? Like, go out there with that kind of mindset that you're looking for a father for your children, not just anybody at all who claims they love children or want children, because claiming to love children and wanting children is different from actually being a parent. All right? Be very, very, very picky with them. Be very picky with them. Most of them don't deserve it. All right, they don't deserve it. And if you can't find somebody that you believe can be a great father in your children's life, then don't have them. Don't have them. There's nothing wrong with it. You'll be fine. Okay? Don't do it. Because if this is the caliber of men that are out there these days who claim to love children, want children, and end up leaving them without feeling any sort of, empathy for their children, then I don't know what to tell you. All right? The ball is in your court. You decide. If that's what you want for your life, might as well go ahead. But if this is not what you want, right? Don't do it. Don't do it. But anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.